at the end of the week until we start a brand new day at midnight. This is never gonna make it, my friend, ever, ever, ever. This is the gallery collection, which means, again, all handcrafted, ton of beautiful precious metal and gorgeous turquoise that is all hand cut and all individually inlaid into this beautiful precious metal. This looks like a bracelet, and it would be, Jay, we know this, that would, honestly be $400, $500, $600. That's the look that you have. But as our special weekly deal drop, and I'll be honest with you, our HSN price at $289 is an amazing, amazing value for this look. But we decided to make this even that much more special, and we took, I want to say, $60 off of our HSN special. So it's $229, 4 flex payments today only while they last. So tell us, you can hear the excitement in my voice. If you've ever won a gallery piece from Jay's collection and a bracelet, I hope today is the day you make it happen.
Now this was designed, of course, as the deal drop, which I'll go into in a minute, but this is all handcrafted, hand done. But this is designed and created by one of my oldest living friends, and one of you guys I've worked with. His name is Brian Bruce. He's a master silversmith, goldsmith, lapidarist. He can do it all. Brian and I have been working together for over 30 years, and he is part of my team, part of my family, really. We've grown up together. We've done so much together. I can tell you a lot of stories, some of them, though, I can't tell on air. But Brian has traveled with me, and we've had numerous flying adventures together, let's put it that way. I asked Brian, I said, we're selling your bracelet today, and, really kind of what inspired you to do this? And so he wrote back that he wanted a soft, flowing kind of cuff, something that flowed. He said, I thought of a spring running over one's wrist, or like a ribbon of turquoise that wrapped around your wrist. So I thought, that's kind of cool. And with Brian here again, Brian's a gallery designer, and I mean gallery, he does really high-end stuff. He does it's amazing what he can do. He's like an artist, but instead of working with canvas and paint, he works with precious metals and stone rough materials. In this case, he wanted, and everybody needs to know, these are all individually hand-done, handcrafted from scratch, from sterling silver sheet by our artists, our silversmiths. All the inlay work is all done exclusively by our artists, by hand, one at a time, from the natural rough. So every one of them is going to have its own uniqueness. There are no two of these. It's simply impossible to handcraft something like this out of natural materials and have every one of them look exactly the same. So they're all going to look similar, but they are very, very unique in a lot of aspects. And we used a Chilean turquoise. This comes from one mine, but as you can see in the material, it has a wide range of colors. It goes from like a light sky blue to like a tealy blue, dark blue, can even have a green in it, and that just shows that it is natural and it's real. It's not common to have that many colors in one deposit that comes out of a mine, but it does happen every now and then. Kingman mine is like this, where it's got all the different colors. So just a really unique piece, and it, like I said, it says it's like a ribbon of turquoise draped over your wrist.
I love that.
That's what I like.
Yeah, I can see that inspiration. I know we even have some footage that we can showcase what it takes to create something like this by hand. I do want to mention also that it is sizable. So with the cups, and I'll show that when we come back, but here is that what it goes like to make just one bracelet in this design. So obviously setting up the pattern where the inlay, where all those pieces have to be hand cut, as we're showing you here, and then hand set into each and every one of the sterling silver brackets. And then they file it down so it's completely smooth on the top, so you don't have any hinges. Nothing is gonna catch on you. It's all highly polished. Everything, again, done by hand and sterling silver. So it is about 6 3/4 of an inch in the length. We typically will say comfortably will fit. I have a super small wrist, so I can adjust this in the back and squeeze it a little bit tighter, or a lot of sterling silver in here, or up to an 8, 8 1/4 inch. It's just not gonna, you know, again, be as snug in the back. So what I do is I pull it a little bit tighter in, so you're able to do so. But again, you have tons of flexibility in here. So we typically say from a 6 inch up to an 8, 8 1/4 inch. We have a clock up on the screen, and boy, has this been popular. This is one, Jay, and I don't say this very often, and even our retail that we are showing, I think, over a little over $300, I would say go and have this looked at. Go and have this appraised. I mean, just the silver alone, let alone from Jay's private collection, let alone in this gallery piece. And what are those gallery pieces? Those are the ones that we say, Jay, like you would go to maybe, you know, Aspen, Colorado, or Santa Fe, into one of those real high-end jewelry boutiques, and you would see those custom handcrafted pieces. But you wouldn't see them at $299 or at $300. Like I said earlier, and I truly mean this, this has that gallery look of $499, $599. And I just, the opportunity to get it home with 4 monthly flex payments. So that's gonna be, I wanna say $52 somewhere in there, whenever your next billing statement is. But know and shop with confidence that you always have your full 30-day money back guarantee. And your cuffs are huge collector's pieces, Jay.
Well, and you know, here again, they are collectible. And the cool thing with what we do, and kind of one of our fortes, is we don't ever, these are gallery pieces, so this is part of the gallery edition. We never repeat on these. So when I say never, probably less than 1% of gallery pieces we've ever done in 29 years on air have we ever repeated on. So it's very rare that we repeat. These are custom made. There's also a limited quantity of them. You saw right there, the reason we shot that video, and those were Brian's hands, by the way. We didn't want to show his face because, you know, he has been on America's Most Wanted a couple times, so we try to keep it on the down low. So, but you saw the amount of time and effort that goes into that, and that was a sequence of what Brian had to do just to make one cuff. So think about the time, the effort, the skill that goes into making one of these pieces.
Yeah, it's absolutely fascinating. That's why I said, yeah, you do not see, you know, big, bold gallery pieces like this anywhere else, even here at HSN at these type of values, even at $299, which I think is absolutely, you know, phenomenal. Okay, so as we continue on, I'm going to keep you updated. This is super, super popular, as I knew it would be. Love when we have those extra special opportunity buys. And speaking of great opportunity buys, we're not scheduled to do a full presentation on our Black Chalcedony and beautiful